To Have and Have Not by Ernest Hemingway. To Have and Have Not tells the story of Harry Morgan, a fishing boat captain based in Key West, Florida, who struggles to make a living during the Great Depression. When legitimate work becomes scarce, Harry is driven to operate as a smuggler between Cuba and Florida to support his family. The novel explores his increasingly desperate and dangerous choices, reflecting on themes of economic hardship and moral ambiguity. As Harry delves deeper into the criminal underworld, his life spirals into violence and tragedy, illustrating the stark divide between those who have and those who have not. Let's deep dive into the book. Struggling Times in Key West. To Have and Have Not opens with Harry Morgan, a skilled fishing boat captain in Key West, Florida. Initially, he tries to make a living by chartering his boat to tourists for fishing expeditions. However, economic hardships of the Great Depression make it increasingly difficult to earn enough money. His first charter client of the season cheats him, leaving Harry without payment, which forces him to consider alternative, less lawful means of making money to support his family. Venture into smuggling. Facing financial desperation, Harry agrees to use his boat for smuggling operations. His first job involves transporting illegal immigrants from Cuba to Florida. Despite the risks, the lucrative payout convinces him to go against his better judgment. This initial foray into criminal activity marks a pivotal shift in Harry's life, leading him down a path of increasingly questionable decisions. Complications arise. The smuggling operation does not go as planned. Harry faces complications that lead to violence, resulting in the deaths of some immigrants. These events weigh heavily on him, causing both practical and moral dilemmas. Harry's situation worsens when he has to deal with law enforcement scrutiny and the logistical challenges of his new sideline, highlighting the perils of his choices. Increased stakes. Harry's involvement in illegal activities deepens when he is hired for a more dangerous job, smuggling a group of Chinese immigrants. The stakes are higher and the pay is substantial. However, the operation is fraught with peril, ending in tragedy. This venture sets off a chain of events that begin to spiral out of Harry's control, showcasing the increasing volatility of his life. Family strains. The strain of Harry's illegal activities begins to affect his family life. His wife, Marie, struggles with the moral implications of his actions and the inherent dangers of his lifestyle. Despite her worries, she remains a steadfast supporter of her husband, trying to maintain a semblance of normalcy for their children. This tension between Harry's professional and personal life adds complexity to his character and choices. A turn for the worse. As Harry's smuggling activities become more entangled with violent criminals, he is coerced into transporting revolutionaries to Cuba. The mission is fraught with danger and betrayal. It becomes clear that Harry is in over his head as he navigates treacherous waters both literally and figuratively. His involvement with these dangerous individuals marks a significant turning point, leading to dire consequences. Betrayal and loss. During the revolutionary transport mission, Harry is betrayed. The situation turns violent, leading to a shootout in which Harry is severely injured. This injury not only incapacitates him physically, but also signifies his diminishing control over his life and decisions. The betrayal underscores the risks of his criminal associations and foreshadows the steep price he will pay. Desperation and decay. Following his injury, Harry becomes increasingly desperate and paranoid. His physical condition deteriorates, limiting his ability to captain his boat and forcing him into more desperate and risky endeavors. His moral compass disintegrates further as he sinks deeper into the criminal underworld, alienating him from his family and the few friends he has left. Climactic confrontations. Harry's story reaches a climax as he engages in a final smuggling operation that promises a big payoff but also comes with great risk. The operation is a frantic effort to secure his family's future before his deteriorating condition renders him completely incapable. The tension culminates in a dramatic confrontation with both his criminal associates and law enforcement. Tragic resolution. The novel concludes with Harry Morgan's tragic demise. His final operation ends in violence, resulting in his death. This ultimate sacrifice leaves his family to face the future without him, highlighting the futility and cost of his decisions. His death serves as a poignant conclusion to his story, reflecting the themes of desperation, moral ambiguity, and the stark divide between those who have and have not. Let's explore together the main themes and concepts of the book. Economic disparity. To have and have not sharply contrast the lives of the affluent and the impoverished, focusing on how economic conditions dictate characters' choices and destinies. Harry Morgan transitions from a hardworking, law-abiding man to someone embroiled in illegal activities due to financial desperation. The novel exposes the brutal realities of the Great Depression, where survival often compels individuals to compromise their morals. Hemingway vividly illustrates the societal divides and the harsh consequences faced by those on the lower rungs of economic strata, who are often left with perilous options to secure their livelihoods. Morality and survival. The theme of morality versus survival is central to the narrative, presenting the moral compromises Harry Morgan makes to support his family. The novel probes the complex decisions Harry faces, where each choice of survival pulls him deeper into moral ambiguity. This theme raises questions about the lengths to which one might go under severe economic pressure and whether traditional moral judgments are applicable in desperate circumstances. Hemingway crafts a world where the lines between right and wrong blur, forcing characters and readers alike to reconsider their conceptions of ethics and integrity. Isolation and alienation. Throughout the novel, Harry Morgan increasingly experiences a sense of isolation, not only from society at large, but also within his personal relationships. His clandestine activities create a barrier between himself and his family, deepening his sense of loneliness and detachment. This theme of alienation is reflective of the broader existential themes in Hemingway's work, where characters often grapple with their solitary existence amidst turbulent times. Harry's growing disconnect underscores the personal toll of his choices, mirroring the existential isolation felt by those who live on the societal fringe. Masculinity and power. Hemingway explores traditional notions of masculinity through Harry Morgan's character, who embodies strength, control, and stoicism. However, as the narrative unfolds, Harry's physical and situational powerlessness becomes apparent, challenging these traditional ideals. The theme examines how societal expectations of masculinity influence Harry's decisions and self-perception, particularly as he confronts his vulnerabilities. This exploration is critical to understanding the personal crises Harry faces as he struggles to maintain his authority and self-identity in the face of debilitating physical injuries and diminishing control over his life. Corruption and decay. The corruption inherent in the economic and social systems that Hemingway portrays is a pervasive theme in the novel. As Harry delves deeper into the world of smuggling and illicit dealings, he encounters various forms of moral and physical decay. This theme is not limited to the criminal underworld, but is also evident in the legitimate spheres of society, where economic hardships corrupt human interactions and societal structures. Hemingway uses Harry's tragic descent to critique the broader societal decay, highlighting how systemic corruption influences individual lives and moral decisions. Let's talk about the author. Ernest Hemingway was an American novelist, short story writer, and journalist, born in 1899 in Oak Park, Illinois. He is renowned for his economical and understated writing style, which he termed the iceberg theory, suggesting that the deeper meaning of a story should not be evident on the surface, but should shine through implicitly. Hemingway's adventurous lifestyle and public image played a significant role in shaping his persona. His most famous works include The Old Man and the Sea, A Farewell to Arms, and For Whom the Bell Tolls. Hemingway was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1954 and left a profound impact on 20th century fiction before his death in 1961. Sincere thanks for watching. If you found this summary helpful, consider taking a moment to hit the subscribe button, like or share the video. If you have any feedbacks or book requests, make sure to leave a comment. Regardless, I wish you a great day.